The sleek conference room at Silverteca's headquarters buzzed with anticipation as I prepared for the biggest announcement in our company's history. Through the floor-to-ceiling windows, Seattle's skyline provided a dramatic backdrop for what was about to unfold. "Ms. Madison?" My assistant Taylor appeared at my side. "AARP's executive team is here. And your cousin Samantha just arrived too." I smiled, remembering the Christmas dinner 3 years ago when Samantha had practically choked on her wine laughing at my business idea. "A tech company for old people?" she'd sneered, while our family exchanged knowing smirks. "Oh, Emily, honey. Stick to your coding job at Microsoft. At least that's a real career." Now, as CEO of the fastest-growing tech platform for seniors, I was about to announce our latest achievement: 14 million active users and a $900 million acquisition offer. "Send them in," I told Taylor, "and pull up our latest user engagement metrics." The glass doors slid open as the AARP executives entered, followed by Samantha, her marketing executive swagger somewhat diminished. The wall screen displayed our platform's dashboard, showing real-time activity from millions of seniors engaging with technology in ways nobody thought possible. "Welcome to Silver Tech," I said, gesturing for them to sit, "where we're redefining what's possible for digital inclusion." 3 years ago, I'd spotted something everyone else missed. While tech companies fought over millennial and Gen Z users, they'd completely ignored a massive, untapped market: seniors who wanted to embrace technology but felt left behind. The inspiration came from my grandmother, Margaret. A retired professor with a sharp mind and endless curiosity, she'd struggled with modern devices designed by young people for young people. "Why is everything so complicated?" she'd asked one day, frustrated with her new smartphone. "Why doesn't anyone make technology that makes sense for us?" That question changed everything. I spent weekends watching how she interacted with various devices, noting her frustrations and insights. What emerged wasn't just a business idea, it was a mission. "Your active user count just passed 14.2 million, Taylor announced, pointing to the climbing numbers on the screen. Samantha's perfectly maintained eyebrows shot up. The last time she'd mocked my little senior project, we had barely 100,000 users. "Let me show you something," I said, switching to our user demographics display. Our average user is 68 years old. 40% have advanced degrees. 70% have significant disposable income. And contrary to popular belief, they're eager to embrace technology when it's designed with them in mind. But the learning curve. One AARP executive started. I pulled up our education metrics. Our AI-powered learning system adapts to each user's pace and style. We've turned technology education into a social experience. Seniors learn together, support each other, and build digital communities. The main screen showed live feeds from various Silver Tech communities. Grandparents video chatting with grandchildren, retirees managing investment portfolios, seniors taking virtual art classes together. "This isn't just about teaching basic tech skills," I explained. "We're creating a digital ecosystem where seniors thrive. Online banking, telemedicine, social networking, entertainment, all designed specifically for their needs and preferences." I led them to our user experience lab, where seniors worked with our designers to test and refine new features. The space looked more like a comfortable living room than a tech facility, exactly as intended. "Every feature, every interface element is tested with our target users," I continued. "We don't just design for seniors, we design with them." My phone buzzed, a message from our development team. New voice recognition accuracy rate, 98.7% for users over 70, breaking all industry standards. This was another advantage we had. While other companies treated seniors as an afterthought, we built everything from the ground up for their specific needs. 3 years ago, I said, turning to Samantha, "you told everyone at Christmas dinner that seniors would never embrace modern technology. Remember what you said?" She shifted uncomfortably in her designer suit. "You said, and I quote, 'old people and computers don't mix.' Well, last month alone, our platform processed over $2 billion in transactions. Our users aren't just learning technology, they're living digital lives to the fullest." The AARP executives exchanged impressed glances. They'd come to discuss an acquisition, but they were beginning to realize they were late to the party. "Show them the health metrics," Taylor suggested. I nodded, pulling up another display. Our integrated health monitoring system has prevented an estimated 50,000 medical emergencies this year alone. The AI recognizes patterns and alerts caregivers before major issues develop. And the social impact? An AARP executive asked. Reduced isolation rates by 60% among our users, I replied. Depression rates down 45%. Cognitive function improved in 80% of active users. We're not just adding years to life, we're adding life to years. The room fell silent as these numbers sank in. This wasn't just a successful tech company. It was a revolution in how society viewed and supported its senior members. But the real magic, I continued, is in the communities we've built. I switched to our social platform display, showing thousands of active groups, book clubs, investment circles, hobby groups, all thriving in our senior-friendly digital space. Our users aren't just consuming technology, I explained. They're creating content, teaching others, building businesses. We have grandmothers running successful Etsy shops, retirees teaching online courses, seniors developing apps on our platform. Samantha stared at the screens, finally seeing what I'd seen years ago. This wasn't just about teaching basic computer skills. It was about unleashing the potential of an entire generation. The acquisition offer you came to discuss? I smiled. The price just went up. Taylor appeared with a tablet. The Tokyo launch exceeded all projections. And the EU wants to discuss implementing our platform in their active aging initiative. I nodded, remembering the days when we struggled to get anyone to take us seriously. Now governments were competing to partner with us. Still think it's just about teaching grandma to code? I asked Samantha. She had the grace to look embarrassed. Emily, save it, I said, but not unkindly. Instead, tell me about your marketing experience. We might have an opening, if you're ready to admit seniors are the future of tech. The wall screen flashed with another milestone, 15 million users. A number that would have seemed impossible 3 years ago. You know what the real difference is between us? I said to the room. You saw limitations. I saw potential. You focused on age as a barrier. I saw it as an opportunity. And we were just getting started. 6 months after the AARP meeting, I stood in our new innovation center, watching as my grandmother Margaret led a coding workshop for a group of retirees. The scene would have been unimaginable 3 years ago. Seniors confidently building their own apps, creating digital solutions for their communities. Ms. Madison? Taylor appeared on my holographic display. The World Health Organization is ready for your keynote. And the latest numbers just came in. We've hit 20 million active users. I smiled, remembering my father's reaction when I'd quit Microsoft to start Silver Tech. You're throwing away a safe career to teach old people about computers? Emily, this is professional suicide. Now Silver Tech was revolutionizing how the world thought about aging and technology. My phone buzzed, a message from Samantha, now our Chief Marketing Officer. The Silver Innovation Fund launch is trending globally. Over 1,000 senior-led startups applied for funding in the first hour. The Innovation Fund was our latest initiative, a $100 million investment vehicle specifically for entrepreneurs over 60. Another way we were proving that innovation had no age limit. Taylor, is everything ready for the product announcement? Yes, ma'am. All global feeds standing by. Beta testers report 99% satisfaction with the new neural interface. I walked to our main demonstration area, a space that perfectly balanced cutting-edge technology with comfortable, accessible design. Today we were unveiling something that would transform aging forever. Your parents just arrived, Taylor added. They're in the family waiting room. I touched the silver pendant I always wore, my grandmother's first USB drive, preserved as a reminder of where this journey began. The family waiting room was designed like a cozy living room, complete with smart furniture that adjusted automatically to each user's preferences. My parents sat there, looking both proud and slightly sheepish. Emily, my mother started. We saw the Forbes cover. The woman who made aging cool again. Pretty different from wasting your time with senior citizens, isn't it? I replied, but without bitterness. Success was the best revenge. I led them to our showcase room, where our latest innovation was about to be revealed to the world. Remember when you said seniors would never adapt to modern technology? Watch this. The room transformed as our new platform activated. Welcome to Silver Life, I announced. The world's first age-enhanced reality system. Holographic displays showed seniors using our new neural interface, an elegant headband that looked more like jewelry than technology. Through it, they could access any digital service with natural thought commands. No more struggling with small buttons or complicated menus, I explained. The system adapts to each user's cognitive patterns. It's as natural as thinking. I demonstrated how a user could manage their health monitoring, video chat with family, or control their smart home environment, all through subtle neural inputs. But the real breakthrough, I continued, is how it enhances cognitive function. The neural interface actually helps strengthen neural pathways, potentially slowing cognitive decline. My father leaned forward. You're saying this could help prevent dementia? Alzheimer's? We're seeing promising results in early trials. But more importantly, it's giving seniors their independence back. The main screen showed testimonials from our beta testers. A 92-year-old artist using the system to create digital masterpieces. An 85-year-old entrepreneur running his startup. A 75-year-old woman teaching virtual yoga classes. This is why we're worth more than the AARP offer, I explained. We're not just making technology accessible to seniors. We're revolutionizing what's possible in later life. Taylor appeared with urgent news. The WHO speech is about to begin. And your grandmother wants to co-present. I grinned. Margaret had become our most powerful advocate, showing the world that age was no barrier to technological innovation. The global broadcast began, reaching millions of viewers worldwide. Margaret and I stood together on the stage, representing two generations united by technology. 3 years ago, I began. Someone told me that seniors and technology don't mix. That old dogs can't learn new tricks. Today, I'm proud to announce that our oldest app developer is 95. Our most successful online course instructor is 88. Our head of user experience is 72. The audience, a mix of in-person and virtual attendees from around the world, erupted in applause. But Silver Life is more than just technology, Margaret continued. It's about dignity, independence, the right to remain actively engaged in an increasingly digital world. We demonstrated the system's capabilities, showing how it could help seniors maintain their independence, enhance their cognitive abilities, and stay connected with their communities. This is personal for me, I shared. I watched my grandmother, a brilliant professor, struggle with technology designed by young people for young people. That's when I realized we weren't solving the right problem. The issue wasn't that seniors couldn't learn technology. The issue was that technology wasn't learning seniors. The presentation continued with announcement after announcement. Silver Tech Learning Centers opening in every major city. Partnerships with leading healthcare providers. A global initiative to bring our technology to developing nations. But our proudest achievement, I concluded, is our impact on how society views aging. We're proving that life's third act can be its most innovative. After the presentation, back in our Seattle headquarters, I found Samantha in my office. I need to apologize, she said. I was so wrong about seniors and technology. About everything. I nodded, remembering all the dismissive comments, the mockery, the doubt. You know what's interesting? I replied. Every limitation you saw was just a reflection of your own biases. Our users have blown past every boundary society set for them. My phone buzzed with another milestone alert. Our users had just collectively spent 1 billion hours learning new skills on our platform. That's the real revolution, I said, showing her the numbers. We're not just adding features to their lives. We're removing the artificial expiration date society puts on learning and growth. The next morning, I visited our newest Silver Tech Learning Center. The space was filled with seniors engaged in various activities, coding classes, digital art workshops, virtual reality travel experiences. Margaret was there, teaching a group of retirees how to develop their own neural interface applications. The beautiful thing about technology, she was saying, is that it doesn't care how old you are. It only cares what you can create. I watched from the doorway, thinking about how far we'd come from those early days of basic computer classes. Now we were pioneering brain-computer interfaces, developing age-enhancing technologies, and building a future where age was an asset, not a liability. My phone buzzed one last time, a message from our research division. Neural interface showing unexpected benefits. Users reporting improved memory retention and cognitive processing. We might have accidentally invented anti-aging for the brain. I smiled, thinking of all the people who said seniors were too old for cutting-edge technology. They hadn't seen anything yet. If you've ever been told you're too old or too young to change the world, ever faced dismissal for seeing potential where others saw limitations, or ever had to fight against society's predetermined timelines, remember this: innovation knows no age limit. Subscribe if you want to hear more stories about redefining possibilities and challenging assumptions. Because every revolution starts with someone crazy enough to question who gets to be called an innovator. Remember, the future belongs to those who refuse to be defined by numbers, whether they're user counts or age. What limitations will you defy today? Thanks for watching. See you again in the next video. Stay stunned.